Hello, Cherie Hanson here. I had some interesting thoughts dropping down today in the Wim Hof meditation. The first thing that came to me was resistance is fear dressed up for the Mardi Gras. I know, my mind keeps me entertained. I don't even need to watch streaming. I'm streaming all the time. We're in a time right now where we're upgrading. And you can tell you're upgrading because you're resisting it. I find there's so many things that are coming to me and I'm saying, no, I'm not ready for that. No, don't ask me to do that. That's out of my norm. That's out of my old patterns. That's out of all those carefully laid down atomic habits, step by step. And a lot of people are feeling that right now. And what's interesting about resistance showing up as fear is that it is easier to give it space in our lives. It's easier to let it be the best friend who's back here saying things like, you shouldn't wear that color. It's not good for you. Or, I always hate when I have to do something I'm not good at doing. Well, the thing that's so interesting is the only way I have ever grown in my life is when I do something that I'm just dreadful at. I can't figure it out. I don't know how to do that. And then we go into the period of frustration, trial and error. And I had a young technician once say something to me when I was trying to figure out how to get untangled on the website he was operating. He asked me if I could tie my shoes. And I said, yeah. And he said, could you always tie your shoes? And I said, no, I couldn't always tie my shoes. So he said, there was a period of time where you didn't know how to tie your shoes, but now you know how to tie your shoes. Yeah. And he said, so there was this period of time when you did it badly and, rabbit ear through the hole, all this kind of stuff, and you're not getting it. And I said, yeah. And he said, well, that's how you learn. There's going to be a period where you don't get it. And that is what so many people are going through right now. They're being asked to upgrade. It's like going in for medical tests and you're waiting for the results. Like, what's happening with me? Somebody tell me, somebody read me, somebody give me direction. Where's the map for this? Or you take your car in to get it repaired because there's a noise and you're waiting to find out what needs to happen. And that's where we are right now. Right now, we're in a place where we are waiting to find out what needs to happen. And when we're in this place of not knowing, we have to be very, very gentle with ourselves. It doesn't do any good to yell at yourself, to berate yourself, to go back and look in your past life and see the 2,000 times that you made the wrong choice, or, you fell down and broke your face or your glasses or your wrist, or that does no good at all. So when you're in a place of mindfulness practice, what you do is you say, I'm going through an upgrade. and you switch, you pivot. The way you can pivot is you can actually get excited about being irritated. Here we go. Here we go. It's like you're going to travel to a new country you've never been to before, and you've got your boarding pass, and you're going to get on the plane, and it's going to take you to this place full of new experiences. And what happens for me in the times when I have traveled is it's built a hell of a lot of confidence in myself. I did not know what was going to happen. I still got on the plane. I still learned how to use a bus system in Croatia when I didn't speak the language. I learned how to get lost in the Paris underground. I was always on the platform across from the one I wanted to go to. It was inevitable. And I finally just resigned myself to the fact that this was part of the process. You will go to the wrong platform and see the platform you wanted to get on over there, and then you'll go back. So our job right now is to, first of all, feel what you're feeling. Don't ever push that down and refuse to feel it. If you're feeling edgy or vibed up or anxious and one of the ways I can tell when I'm like that is I become very judgmental of other people. When I am undergoing a transformation and lose the sense of who I was as I wait for the sense of who I'm becoming, is I will get really judgmental of other people. How can they be that way? Why are they doing that? And I see this happening in our culture. I see it happening all the time. Yes, things are changing. Yes, things are shifting. The old way doesn't work anymore. It's kind of like a door, and you had a key for it, and you put the key in the lock, and the key doesn't work anymore. And so you stand there, and you're puzzled, and you're locked out, and you feel betrayed by whoever it is that's gave you the key. They gave me the key, but it doesn't work. The bastards. And so what we will do, because we are trained this way, we're wired this way in our brains, is we'll start getting critical of other people. That's what happens when we're in fear. Fear always leads us to a lower energy, to a sense of being a child or an adolescent. And so we have to come in with our adult mind, with our mindfulness practice, and get into a place of submission. I don't know what's happening right now. And one of the things that I use as a checkup, like if I were checking my blood pressure and listening to my own heart and, all the ways you see how you're doing, is I see how quickly I can shift myself from being anxious or frightened or, just worried about what's going to happen to acceptance. Okay, I'm standing on this platform and this subway car came in. I'll get on that. That'll take me somewhere. I don't know where. So look at yourself and look at what emotions are arising in you and realize that you actually have the ability and the skill to turn off the fear switch. You practice it, you get good at it. And we don't just go along and start talking with a bunch of people about how horrible somebody else is and how the government wants to do this to me and people are, just monsters waiting to take off their mask and attack me. That is the lowest energy you can be in, and it doesn't help us grow. If you're a child emotionally and somebody asks you to learn to tie your shoe and your response is to take the shoe and throw it at them, you're going to have a really long life of not being able to tie your shoes. We don't want to go there. So keep that vision of who you want to be always ahead of you. Always, 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 every step of the way. Who do I want to be? I want to be somebody who is relaxed in life, who has high emotional intelligence, who is committed to compassion, who is in a place where we say, bring it on. Show me. Wow. This is going to be an exciting adventure. So make a choice. Fear or excitement. Thank you so much. I am just stoked about the number of people who are subscribing and leaving me beautiful, intelligent, loving messages to my videos. I really am happy about that. It's like, whoa, I'm not attached to the outcome. And that makes everything easier, because if something good happens, it isn't like, I ordered something from Amazon and it's on my step. But if it isn't on my step, what's wrong with them? That is not the way to go through life. The way to go through life is to always be surprised at good things. Always be excited by good things. Always let your heart glow when somebody says something sweet to you. I was in the women's shelter thrift store the other day, and the woman behind the counter said, "Oh, hi, sweetie. I love it when you come in." And I was like, whoa. It's just like, but I didn't do anything. I wasn't trying to get that love from you. But you are so generous that you give it to me without me asking for it. There are generous people all around us. We just need the eyes to see them. So when you step out in the world, your purpose is to stay calm, to know how you want to act based on love. Love other people and accept their love. Let them love you. It's fantastic. I do want to let you know I'm doing readings. I am coaching people. So many people are coming to me now. I have a psychic channel which can tell you. What I do is I hear what your guides are saying and help bring that message to you, because sometimes we're like 14-year-olds and we're in our room, and on the other side of the door is your mother saying, "You need to brush your teeth." And our guides are back there just like, "Hey, come on, do this thing. It'll make your life better." And I can help get the message to you from them. And we can draw up a contract between you and you, so that you can get into a place where you trust yourself because you keep your promises to yourself. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.